first of all, I want to say thank you for hosting us, for your hospitality. Thanks very much for having us here, and of course also to the Danish presidency for this great cooperation we had in the last month. And I'm sure for the next 2 months until the end of your presidency it will be the same. And your ambition is incredible, actually. Thank you very much for the support and for the cooperation. And what we were discussing today and tomorrow, of course, is incredibly important, because our partnership with the Western Balkans is important for the European Union. You are not only our neighbors, but also our future members of the European Union. Well, saying that next week we will present the 2025 enlargement package, which will chart the path also to this membership, and already we see, of course, substantial progress in a wide range of different policy areas. Migration, I'd like to start with migration. I think, as you said, Rasmus, before, both migration and security cooperation, it has actually yielded concrete successes. Illegal border crosses through the Western Balkans are decreasing in a very rapid way. You were mentioning the numbers here in Bosnia and Herzegovina, but altogether in the Western Balkans we had a decrease of more than 90% in the last 3 years. So we see that the cooperation really works well, and that has been actually, these figures, these numbers have been the result of our good cooperation in different areas, in the area of visa policy alignment, and also, and as you mentioned before, after signing the status agreement in June between Bosnia and Herzegovina and Frontex, having officers on the ground here in all Western Balkan states, supporting the work also of your border guards. And today we discussed taking this forward to the next level, and also in view of the upcoming EU visa strategy that I will present this year, because this cooperation, of course, with this cooperation we are actually in control over who can come to our countries in Europe and who cannot. And this also strengthens our fight against migrant smugglers and human traffickers. You were mentioning the joint action plan we signed today. The threat level, of course, in the European Union remains quite high, with the latest Europol terrorism situation and trend report indicated that almost 450 arrests in the European Union last year were made related to terror threats, over half of which related to jihadist terrorism. And that is why today at this ministerial meeting we strengthened our cooperation and strengthened our partnership by signing the joint action plan for the Western Balkans. I think this is a really important step forward and bringing us on the next level. We have different challenges, of course. You were all mentioning the digital dimension. So effective data sharing is key, I would say, and also focusing on new threats like new technologies, misuse of drones, just to mention two. And then the online dimension of security as a last point, we were discussing that as well today. We are stepping as a European Union also on the next level with our internal security strategy, Protect EU, where we focus on this online dimension, the digital dimension, because that is actually the threat of the future. And for border management, we have been able to hit a key milestone also in the successful launch of our entry-exit system, where already more than 1 million entries and exits were actually registered. And this improves also the security of the European Union and also the functioning of the Schengen area. But of course criminals are more are more technological, they are more international also, and have a digital dimension, as I said before, and that number is growing every year, and that is why we are coming forward with measures also on lawful access to data for law enforcement, but also on data retention, encryption, and also fighting cybercrime. So this online dimension is key for us. It was key today in our discussions, but is also key when it comes to our Protect EU internal security strategy. Thank you.